Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I review different action figures. Today I'll be reviewing Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse Wonder Woman from the 1984 Wonder Woman movie. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so we'll start off with the accessories as always. So we have the DC Multiverse basic stand that comes with every single figure. It's in the plain black paint. And it's got the peg to help the figure stand up. And then a small little DC logo on there. So very plain. Then we have the trading card, which has a picture of Wonder Woman on the front from the 1984 movie, which has not come out, which is disappointing. Have to keep waiting for that. And then on the back, we have the source, real name, height, no weight for some reason this time. And then we have the bio, which if you'd like to read, you can pause now. And then the main accessories that she comes with is her lassos of truth, because she comes with two. And so the first one she comes with is a bunched up one that she can hook onto her belt loop, which I will show later in the video. And so this has a very nice gold paint all over it, and it looks very good over it. And then we have a very cool rope texture that makes it look very realistic, which it should be because this is a movie figure. So that's very nice that they made it look more realistic. And then the other lasso has the same texturing and gold paint on it. And then this one, it has the same bendy sort of wire as the grappling hooks from the other Batman and Batgirl figures. And so it's not going to break on you. It's not brittle or hard or anything. But it's not really, you can't really mold it to what you want to, so that's a little bit of disappointment. Would have liked you could be able to pose it any way you want, because over time, gravity just kind of starts pulling it down and it kind of droops. But overall, I think they're pretty good, but they could have been a little better. So yeah, moving on. And so now we'll take a look at the actual figure itself, and we'll start at the head. So this face sculpt is very good, and it looks a lot like Gal Gadot, I think. I think they did a really good job of getting the likeness of her. And she's got a real nice skin tone on this figure, which I think could be a little darker, but I think it looks good here. And she even has some rosy cheeks on there, which is a nice added detail. And then for her hair, it's got a mix of dark brown and light brown over it to give it a little different, so it's just not all one plain color. And then moving down to her torso, we have the main armor sort of piece where it's got a nice shiny paint onto it, shiny red and gold, to make it look kind of metallic and like metal armor. And it's got the nice lines in there, which is on her suit and looks very good. Then on her arms, we have the kind of wrist gauntlet sort of things that she blocks the bullets with, or does her iconic sort of thing pose from the movie where she does the big blast. Then the only difference from these arms is that this left arm has a little kind of cuff sort of thing on her upper arm. So it's got a nice added detail they paid attention to. Then we've got her sort of belt thing right here, belt and skirt, which has the loop right there for the lasso here. And so you just hook it on like that, and it stays on pretty good even when you shake it, which you're probably not going to be shaking it at all, so that's good. And then for the skirt part, it's got a nice leathery texture onto it, and it's got kind of makes it look like layers here, and it's got that all around. And then it's got gold paint right here, which they could have just left blue, but they painted it gold. Now onto the legs, which I think is the biggest problem with this figure, mainly the only problem, is that her legs are way too long. And so that's like the only really downside and problem with this figure. But other than that, I think she's pretty good. And she has the knee pads and then the leather straps going around on the back. And she's got her boots right here, which has the skin showing through too. Again, the straps, it's got the red armor on there. Then she's got her shoes, skin again, straps, and then so those boots look pretty good. Overall, this figure looks very nice, and I think just the only problem is her legs. So yeah, there's the figure. Alright, it's articulation time, so we'll start at the head, which has no looking up at all because the hair runs into the back, so it just can't move. Then she can look down pretty far, but then it does look weird on the back there just because the head or the hair is sculpted. And then for the arms, she has a butterfly joint in here, so you can go back and forward and up and down a little more. Then it can go out that much, and you can get it to go all the way around. Just kind of moves this hair past a little bit. Then we have a bicep swivel right there. We've got double jointed elbows, and then we have her wrist, which has a hinge right there. It's the ball joint, then it twists around. And then we have the torso, which goes forward just a little bit. And then if you don't move that bottom part, it goes back that much, but if you leave it, it goes back very far. And then onto the legs, you can kick forward this much, kick backwards that much, and go out on both sides. You could have her do the splits if you wanted. And then you have the knee, which is a double jointed knee, but it kind of runs into itself right there with the leather strap and the boot part right there. And then it's got the ankle, which goes forward, cannot go back any because it runs in right there. And then it has the toe. So there's the articulation for her. And now I just wanted to show a little bit of poses that you can get Wonder Woman into. And so here's one where she's doing the famous thing from the movie where she does the big block blast sort of thing. So there's that pose. And now here we have another pose that you can get her into. So I just thought I'd show some of the different poses that you can get these figures into. So now we'll move on to the figure comparisons. Alright, so the figures that we're comparing Wonder Woman to is the Batman Arkham Asylum figure and the Nightwing Comics figure. And so Batman is 6'2", Wonder Woman is 5'10", and Nightwing is 5'11". And all these figures kind of look the same, like Nightwing and Wonder Woman look pretty close, which you think, oh yeah, that they're pretty in scale, but again, should be shorter than Nightwing when Nightwing is shorter than her. And then Batman, if you take Batman and Wonder Woman, Batman is a lot shorter, even with his long ears. And it's, as you can see, her legs are a lot longer than Batman. So the scale isn't very good with this Wonder Woman figure. She should be a lot shorter, and right now Batman should be basically the biggest character except for the Hellbat, which is the biggest one that I have right now. And so yeah, the scaling I wish was a little better, but I think Mcfarlane's working on it, so I'm not too worried about it in the future. But yeah, so I just wanted to show the comparison for this Wonder Woman figure. Alright, so overall, I think that this is a pretty cool figure, and that Mcfarlane did a great job at making it look like the movie and look like Gal Gadot with all the details and the paint job on it. And I think that they just could have improved on the scale and made the legs just a little bit shorter. But really, other than that, this is a great figure. And so yeah. And just before I go, I'm gonna give the little tease to what the next figure is. And so here we go. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, please like and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified for all my other videos. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next video.